Hello, Satnam, everybody. Welcome to my second YouTube channel. My name is Sonia. Bring some awareness to certain topics that I've been studying now for several years. And so I'm a little bit nervous. This is like going beyond a lot of the certain fears that, that we all have, and mine is, this is one of them. So I'm moving beyond the fear, which is what this human journey is all about, right? A lot of the times we have a lot of fear. Fear of change is one of the biggest human fears, I think. We'd rather stay with a certain comfort rather than challenge what we grown up in, the stories that we come through with our ancestors and our society, and all of that. Oh, it's 1:11. So I would just like to talk about Kundalini in this video, because I teach Kundalini yoga now, and I'll be teaching in a park next week in Montreal. And I realized that it's still a very unknown topic. It's still something that is quite mysterious and theoretical or out there, but something that I've actually lived myself. And I feel like this is embodied wisdom, which is my own experience. And I hope that more and more, as we become transparent with information and sharing and cooperation in this new age of Aquarius, that that wisdom will be recognized as emotional intelligence and as awareness that our own experience is very valuable, and we need to trust that and have the courage to step into it as we become stronger and sovereign beings, and not necessarily just follow the programs or the societal structures that we were born into, but we question it, and that we self-realize, because this is what this journey, I believe, as human beings is all about. So it's about reclaiming our sovereignty. I took a few notes here in my book so that I wouldn't just go off on so many tangents, because I have a tendency to do that. Everything's connected, and when we feel that, sometimes the information can pull us in different directions. So it's about focusing. And so my focus right now is Kundalini. And, I did pull a card also, and I pulled the Shakti card from my deck here, which is all about the Kundalini. I'll read just a little bit. Shakti is divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine, and she is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love, that leads to enlightenment of our body. So it goes on, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. So that's really what this is about. It's about Kundalini is that life force energy that comes from, the electromagnetic energies of the earth and what we have inside of our own bodies. Willem Reich also said that once we open to the flow of the energy within our own body, we also open up to the flow of energy in the universe. The body reveals the secrets of the universe, as above, so below. So bringing that, those waves of energy into the body, into the matter, that's really what this whole experience is about. And, when we see the Merkaba, when we see the two triangles coming together, that's really what it's like, the higher and the lower meeting. And actually the heart center is the chakra where those two worlds meet. So when the heart is informing, then we are capable of being more balanced, of having that information inform us so that we create and we are in the world from that space. And that that aligns us with our interconnectivity to everything that is here on earth. So whether it's our relationships or all our relationships, that's what the natives always talked about also. To all my relations, everything's relative, the theory of relativity. It's really about how I relate to everything around me, every situation, every person, every time I eat my meal, am I aware of the energy that's been put into that meal? Like where it comes from, who is working the land, and how the land is being treated, how these animals are being treated. That is what this consciousness is really about. It's about us starting to really be aware that we make those choices in every moment, every day. Not some future self, but this self is the evolution of ourselves is through the consciousness that we bring to our every moment, in every day, in every interaction, in everything that we do. So that's really what Kundalini awakening is all about. It's about our own personal journey of self-awareness, of self-realization. So, you bring your own inner feminine, masculine energies in harmony. We see the staff with the two serpents, which are the electromagnetic energies, the electromagnetic forces within ourselves. They're the energy of, the dream, the consciousness, and then the matter. I'm not sure I'm explaining completely well, because it is very hard to put into words the embodied experience. And sometimes I think, I don't know if I can actually explain how that feels when you dissolve into everything. I've had these very deep meditative experiences where I'm part of it all. Like all of a sudden I dissolve into golden particle rainbow light. So, of course, I've been going through many years of meditation and self-exploration to have these experiences. And these are quite normal, actually, when a lot of people who are in these states, deep states of meditation, experience all kinds of things like that. And the thing is not to get drawn into that, or, oh my God, that's such an experience. It's just part of the experiences of kind of dissolving yourself as a, physical being into an energetic being, into the soul and consciousness. And that is way beyond the physical body and the personality that you have embodied into. So that's really the experience. And I think my near-death experience that I mentioned in my first video, when I was 13 and I was hit by a truck and I was in a coma, and, I actually died, and I saw my body from above. I saw my body. So that gave me an experience of being the witness of seeing that I am not my body, that, that's it. There's something else beyond that, and that higher place. And so that gave me that direct experience of knowing that I'm not my body. And then after that, I just kept seeking and having that, coming out of my body, going back in, whether it was through drugs or other experiences to alter my state of reality. I did a lot of that. Just to, as an explorer, as somebody who wants to kind of see, break on through to the other side, as Jim Morrison was really into, when a lot of people who have had these experiences just keep pushing, and sometimes they go too far and they don't actually come back. But I've been lucky enough to come back, live to tell, and have beautiful children and have a wonderful life that I'm very, very grateful for now. And I'm grateful to be here to witness this kind of this beautiful place in our evolutionary process as humanity is awakening to its how do you say, interconnectedness, something like this. this sense of us being all one, and but that we're each a unique expression of that one. So not to hide away from how unique you are, but to express it. And that's what we're here to do, actually, and to celebrate each other's beautiful uniqueness and the way that we can express that. So that's about it. I don't want to make a really long video this time. I just wanted to introduce, Kundalini. Kundalini yoga is a yoga of awareness. It's what I love about it is it's quite intense. Like there's moments where you're really activating your body and your circuits, your blood flow, your cells. Everything starts to activate, and then you stop and you witness. You focus on your third eye and you observe what's going on in your body. And your body has this like innate intelligence that is always absorbing information and storing it in your cells and in your organs and everything. So to be aware of that and to connect with that and to witness it. And sometimes the body just releases, it starts shaking. You can start crying. You can, like, all these things happen in Kundalini yoga, which over the years, I've had many, many of those experiences myself. And that's the trauma being released. That's all the old programs that are coming out, and you don't know what's going on mentally. It's like, I don't know what's going on. My body's just like shaking and doing all these things. But that's it. It's the natural intelligence of the body, and starting to connect with that connects us to the universal flow of life force, of what we actually are. So it's a very powerful yoga, and yoga means union with the divine, with your divine self. So Kundalini yoga is really that connection to your divine self through the body. So understanding energy and matter and bringing it together. That's really what this science, this technology, this ancient technology that was hidden away from us for a long, long time, until the 1960s, where the wave of consciousness and the East started blending with the West, and the North starts blending with the South, and we don't have all these divisions anymore, and we're really starting to blend all of this knowledge together, and information becomes accessible. So what used to be accessible only to the very, very few, to the elites, to the royals, to these families that were very powerful and wealthy, now is accessible to all of us. And that really taps us into our own sovereignty and empowerment. And that's what we need right now. We need people to start connecting with that strength and not letting themselves get pulled by, programs and society that wants to keep people very limited reality and perception of that reality. So, we need to empower ourselves. And that's why I want to make these videos, is to share this information that's been so empowering for me to step into, my own strength and connect with a lot of people that are doing it as well, so that we can empower each other. I have quite a few notes here that and mantras and all that, which I'd like to do more of, but I'm feeling like I don't want to do that live. I'll just say that the more we connect to that pure place within, it connects us to our hearts, and then we can really be in that world from that place and of self-awareness, that every word we speak to others and every interaction we have and every time we do something, we're having an effect. So to be conscious of that. So that's really what I wanted to talk about. I kept it under 15 minutes, and I'll see what the next topic will be about. But thank you for being here with me in my own process of coming out into the larger world, and sharing my embodied experience, hoping that it could spark your own personal awakening process with whatever tools that, whatever tools are good for you. Just I'm sharing what's been great for me, and yeah, hope you'll continue coming by when you feel like it, and be well. And Satnam, truth is my identity, and may you be well. Thank you. Bye.